So hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at this M47 Patton from Takom in 135 scale. This is probably the best M47 out there from what I read. And I'm replacing the one that I had that got broken with this one. Let's see if any of the parts from the other one can go in here, like the engine compartment. I don't know what's in the box yet, so we'll look. So here's the instruction book. Pretty thick book here. Here's our parts map. So here we have 8 sprues of plastic, and then we have a lower hole separate in the bottom of the turret. I think to the bottom is separate. Yeah, and the top of the turret separate, and these skirts are separate, and a decal sheet. So number 1 here, we start here, we put these plates on both sides, and then we have a couple arms put on here, these springs and a hook, and a shock, and then this piece is probably a tensioner arm. Then number 2, we have these road wheel arms to put on, and shocks to put on, and other part to the tensioner arm there. And then number 3, we put the side plate on. Then we turn it around and do the same things on the other side with the same parts. Roll door arm shocks and the plate. Then here it looks like we're building the road wheels and the sprocket. Number 5, we'll put the track together. Number 6, we have the sprocket hub. 7, so it looks like a single piece track or poly track. We put our road wheels on. We put the support rollers on, and the track there. And there's a pre-assembly for the support rollers here. So number 8, then we have upper hull detail. We have our whole machine gun here. We have these 2 toe panels, toe hooks here. Put the whole machine gun in. There's a hook. There's a handle. There's a handle. A little detail here. A couple more here. Then number 9, we've got this ring that goes around the front. Got the lights here and here on the side. So number 10 here, it looks like a lot of pre-assemblies for hatches here. Number 11, then we got the 2 hatches in the front here, and then there's the 2 little these plates that go in the middle. And then we have our here the travel lock and a couple more pieces that go there. And we put the back plate on, the top of the hull on, and here's the piece that goes on the back there. So then here we got the back. We put the toe panel on here. We got a couple toe hooks there too. A couple other little parts here. Got a tow cable, and then here the light there. And here we got our fenders, our exhaust, toolbox, light, and these fender supports, and a crowbar. And then it goes a shovel on top. Here, this is on the other side. I got a couple toolboxes and the shovel. And no, this is the same side, I guess. And then here's the axe and pickaxe that goes on the box too. And here we have the exhaust cover. Put the fender on. Then we got the other fender. We got our supports, our exhaust, a couple toolboxes. 18, we got this one piece here and the light. Then we have our farther here, we got the cover for the exhaust again. We put the fender on. Then we have the top of the turret here. We got a ammo box, it looks like. Put that on. There's some kind of box there. And a couple little parts here and this vent. Is that a blowout hatch, maybe? And then here we're building the hatch here for the loader. And here's a couple little assemblies here. And we got the bottom of the turret. We put these two pieces on for the gun. Put the bottom of the top of the turret together. And here we have our box in the back you can put on. A couple of jerry cans that go on there. The hammer too. A couple of hooks. And then this pre-assembly. And oh, that's for the jerry can there. In 24 we got our commander's hatch, commander's cupola. Get the doghouse and the hatch here with the hinges, and put that on. Then we got our 50 cal. Yeah, put the ammo box together, put it on, put the 50 cal on. There's the mount for it too. Then we build a gun tube together. We have option of the bore evacuator, this kind or that kind. I kind of like that one better though. These kinds of bore evacuators I think look kind of crazy. So then we got here the mantle and the plate here and the gun. And here's also an optional. You get the solid mantle or you have the cloth mantle. And it really doesn't say. You can put either gun tube onto either mantle. It says. And you have this kind of bore evacuator. Or this one. Or this one. There's 3 different types of ends. Or 4 different types of ends, because you have a straight one too. Without a flash suppressor. This is the bore evacuator's that part. And here we have our infantry rails here. Putting those on. It looks like there's optional different types to do. Got these long ones here, the short ones here. We also have smoke grenade launchers you can put on, and these small ones. And then the other side, the same thing. And you put the turret on. You put the turret onto the hull. And then it's done. We have a lot of different versions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6 different versions. So the first one here is an M47 early production from Detroit Tank Arsenal, 1951. The second one is the M47 from Western Germany, 1960s. The third one is from the Battle of Uttar on September 10th, 1965, in the Indo-Pakistani War. The fourth one is a M47 from the South Korean Army in the 1980s. The fifth one is an M47 from the Jordanian Army from the Six-Day War in 1967. And the last one is from M47 from the Croatian Bosnia-Herzegovina, 1993. So I'm kind of like more interested in the American or maybe the German. My M47 was a German one that I had before. So I might do the American or the German one. But that's kind of, some of them are pretty interesting. You can get more than one of these if they didn't cost so much. And then we also have here a couple other kits that they have. French tanks in AMX 1375s, 1390 or 13105. So here's our decal sheet. You see just like A, the American version, B, the German version, and then C, E, F. These are the different ones. There's not really a lot. I think there probably should be a few more. At least. I don't know really. But they look good though. Despite not being a lot there. So here we have sprue A. There's 2 of them. You see we have our road wheels. And there's the sprocket, the support rollers, fuel tanks, This is a lot of the detail parts, like this is the infantry rails. There's our toe hooks, shocks, road wheel arms. Some of the jerry cans are here too. Pretty much all the double parts, or multiple parts with multiple pieces. Here's some more of the toe shackles, more shocks, lights, light covers and stuff. The sprocket looks pretty good. Your bolt heads there. Road wheels too, with bolt heads, good. The next sprue is sprue C. So I guess there's like multiple versions, and they got their parts, their sprues, I guess the B sprue is another box or whatever. So you get the top of the hull, you got the fenders, we got the other exhaust part, the back plate, some of the toolboxes, here's the tow cable. Let's see, we got a bunch of vents there, but none of them are open, of course, which I wish they were. Wish they could make these vents open. We'll just put some black paint in there, make it look deep. And they got some nice detail on the fenders too. The hull is also textured. And these toolboxes here look pretty good too. Their exhaust. There's the back plate, looks pretty good. Other toolboxes, tow cable, and these pieces too. Then we have sprue D. And here we got hatches here. Got a bunch of the smaller parts here. Bunch of details. Not a lot really to see. Even has some little detail on the inside here, but look, there's also pin marks. Now if you want to open the hatch, you gotta take the pin marks out. But there's no detail on the inside, so. Then we have sprue F. So we got our sprocket hubs here. Here's our toolbox for the back. Here we got gun tubes. Into this different ones. Here's our solid mantle, commander's cupola, another hatch, the jerry cans, other half of it. Some of the tensioner wheels. The gun tube's not going to be hollow because you got to put the end on. There's the hatch for the commander's cupola, the hatch for the loader, and one of the other ones too. And good bolt heads here on the sprocket hubs, too. Here's two. That's the part that goes against the tank. So these are the parts that have to glue on. The jerry cans look pretty cool too. Then we have sprue G. This has our cloth mantle on it. We've got a bunch of the infantry rails here. Our 50 cal is here. Smoke grenade launchers. It's for the whole machine gun, maybe. Here's one of the ends. No, this is the end. This is the end. Ammo can. Here's this vent in the back. Periscope there. And the rest is a bunch of details. But you see there's some good texturing on this. The cloth mantle. 50 cal looks pretty good. Got nice little bolts there too. The ammo can looks nice. bunch of detail parts too. Then we have sprue L. This is a track. It's some good looking track. Single piece as well, with some long runs for the. There's a lot of pin marks on the bottom though, but they're pretty light. You can probably just take a sanding stick to it real quick and get rid of them. And you don't even have to smooth it off. It's rubber track pads. It's supposed to be torn up some. And do that on both sides even. Rough it up a little bit with some rough sanding paper. A rough sanding stick or something. Get it looking a little torn up. Then we have a clear sprue. Sprue K. This has our vision blocks for the commander's periscope. There's a couple more 5 more periscopes there. As well as these little pieces for lights and stuff, I guess. So then separate, we also have our 2 chart pieces here. Near the bottom. You can see it's textured. And the top. Also textured. And then lastly is a separate piece. You also have the whole bottom. And we even have detail here on the bottom of it. So as you can see, there's no interior here, but in my old kit, this has an engine. And I'm trying to think if it's possible to put that into here, put that into the other one, at least this part here, and open one of the hatches in the back so you can see it. There's one plus to this kit. It does have some interior detail. And it would be nice to have that in there. It's what happens when the shelf falls. It smashes things. And it was a glass shelf. So I think this model kit looks really good. Unfortunately, it didn't have the interior like the old one did, but I'm going to try to get that in there too. And try to open up the back. And I think I can maybe cut it out and use the open door from the old kit. Maybe. I have to see if it fits and everything. But it should be the same size. It should work, I think. See what I can do. I would recommend this kit. It's definitely a lot better in some ways than the old kit that I have. In most ways, actually, except for the interior part. And I think it'll be a good build. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and join me next time. We're going to take a look at this Gloucester Meteor F1 from Tamiya 148 scale. Please like and subscribe to my channel.